Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Lex Money. In today's video, we're going to find out why now could be one of the best times since the bear market to be accumulating crypto. Alright guys, so it is Easter weekend. Hopefully all of you guys watching the video right now are going to have a lovely time with friends and family. But before you do start to run away from the opportunity that's in front of you, I wanted to show you a few charts today, guys. And if you find anything useful, then please do subscribe. But what you're going to see now, guys, is we are at an opportunity time. We are at a time right now where a lot of people have left the market. And a lot of the time we wonder, how can we even check how people have left the market? And I'm sure a lot of you guys would have watched Benjamin Cowen's video on social risk. I wanted to break it down a little bit for you guys. Now, for all of you who don't really have Twitter accounts that you're trying to grow, don't have YouTube accounts that you're trying to grow, people like myself and other content creators, we really see the peaks and troughs in the market. And a way that you can be buying crypto low and not trying to act the same as retail, maybe getting out when retail is in the market, is to basically inverse the social risk. Now, you're going to see here new weekly Twitter followers from crypto exchanges, layer 1 accounts, data and research services, popular services, right? They're all now hitting lows. Okay, so this is pretty much everything together. So you've got all the exchanges here together, all of the top layer 1s together. And what you will notice, guys, is that last year when we were rallying, okay, maybe even into March when we had that first top, end of last year when we had that second top, the new Twitter followers going parabolic both times, right in line with both of these times here, guys, right? So you had the first peak in everyone following new Twitter accounts, right, retweeting things, trying to go on Twitter to find out new information. Boom, had a massive trough into the consolidation, which was a great time to buy, right? This was your next best bet to be buying Bitcoin. Then in this rally, everybody wanted to come back into Twitter and find out, you know, is the pump back? What coin should we be buying? Okay. And it goes to show that retail had re-entered the market. And now what you're seeing is we're going back to those lows. So we can take TA from the charts, okay, and we can say price action is suggesting that now is a good time to buy. Now is probably the worst time to be capitulating your positions. But we can also see what the general retail newbies are. And I want to say to all of you guys watching the video, whether you're subscribed or not, you're doing the right thing by staying here and trying to keep informed on the market. Because a lot of the people who don't make money, or, you know, the people that we clown, they come in, your barber, people at the gym, people at coffee shops, and they say to you, oh, you know, crypto's dead in these times, are going to be the same people that buy into these times. And if you want to couple that with the charts, guys, I mean, Bitcoin 3-day chart, I like to look at the 3-day, weekly and monthly because it paints a better picture for the macro, and that is what we really need to be looking at. Now, we just endured a disgusting pullback. Was it that disgusting though, guys? It was 30%, okay? And all in here, right, is when people started to capitulate. Now, we are on the cusp of a breakout, and I'm going to show you the breakout levels in our chart in just a second. But you're starting to see that the bearish momentum is coming to an end, and we're actually starting to flip bullish on the MACD. I think the 1-day or 4-hourly MACD, no, probably the 1-day MACD did flip bullish yesterday. On top of that, you're seeing the RSI is starting to break out from its downtrend, so we could have some bullish relief, which could really bring us into the next leg for Bitcoin, right, going into that May time frame, along with all the bullish catalysts that is coming out in May as well. And then on top of that, I mean, you go to the liquidation heat map, and this is a longer term time frame on the liquidation heat map, and this is something that you'd like to see. I mean, if we had massive liquidity here at 70k, then I'd probably be thinking maybe we're actually not going to push our next leg up to 90k to 100k, maybe not to all-time highs because we've got so much liquidity below. But the fact we've cleaned up all the liquidity in this 30% plus pullback leads me to believe that MACD's flipping bullish, the RSI is breaking out, we're approaching trend line breakouts. It would make sense that the next move is going to be upwards. Then the network becomes more secure as the days go on, and something that we do need to track, I know a lot of us track the global M2, but I haven't really heard many people talk about the hash rate, and the hash rate has been going parabolic pretty much the entire time in 2020. 25. And you can see here over the past year that Bitcoin has been there or thereabouts tracking the hash rate. So does that mean that the next move up, if we are to follow hash rate, is going to be to 100k plus? Well, it would make sense, guys, because global liquidity has printed new all-time highs. So do we then go to the all-time high, have a pullback, retest the all-time high, previous all-time high, and then have another push 120, 125k and beyond? Remember, I showed you guys in the charts that we had targets of around 120 to 124k. So this would actually be like nearly 1-to-1 with the global M2. And while everyone does start to exit the market and they say that a bull run is finished and that the bear market's in, a lot of these big accounts now, okay, have started to say, you know what, bear market's in. Down here at 74k, everyone was saying bear market's in, this is just like a counter trend rally, we're not going higher. I mean, nothing's been proven yet. Maybe it is just a counter trend rally, but we could have a counter trend rally to at least 101k if we do use this fib extension, and then the 2618 could be a blow off top move to around 155k. But when we do come to our trading view, whether we go up or down in the next few days, remember, we're looking at the long-term picture. We had targets of around 124k for this next leg for Bitcoin. And something that's making me super bullish right now, guys, is the fact that we are just coiling up in the 4-hour pennant that we're in. Okay, so this bull pennant, we could coil up for days. We could hit around, you know, 86k, come back down 83k, and just coil up for the next, I don't know, next few days, next week or so before we do have our true breakout. Remember, we do need to be breaking 86.4k on the 4-hour time frame, and then on the 1-day time frame, guys, we do need to be breaking 87.4k at the 100-day moving average. And it does look like we are very, very close to doing that, guys. Okay, so even if we take our daily time frame, you can see here, technically we've already had a breakout, and maybe we're just coiling. If we do have a dump down, I'd like to see this blue line retested, and then we can have another push up. But I'm not 100% convinced that that's going to happen, guys, because a lot of people, what they do is they get the opportunity down here at around 70 something k, right, 74k, whatever it was, and then they say, once it's broken out, oh, I just want one more lower price. That's one of the top comments I get on YouTube. I didn't realize how many people actually did say that. No, I just need one more low, one more low. Well, bro, you got your one more low. Your one more low was here when everyone was saying it was a bear market and you didn't buy. Now, when it comes to total 3 in our altcoins, didn't even check this chart today, but we're seeing on the 4-hour time frame, this thing wants to break out, guys. Okay, so we're at a make or break time. Either we do reject now, okay, at resistance. A lot of the time, I would expect us to have pullbacks, but if we can break and have a confirmation retest, then we can start to go super long on a lot of our altcoins. And I mean, any other chart, you look at this chart, would you start to say that this is a super bearish chart and, you know, this is a bear market looking chart? Or would you say healthy consolidation and pullback after a pretty much up only phase from November all the way through into January? Okay, I'm on the side that this is a normal, healthy 30% pullback, and we are going to be targeting, as I've said to you guys already, 1.4 trillion. If we do go even higher, we go into the must-sell zone, guys. And I've put this here, I've left it, must-take profit zone, okay, between 1.6 and 3.2 trillion, which is going to be super blow off top. Bitcoin goes 150k, you know, ETH starts to pick up, all of our altcoins start to pick up. There is an alt season, everybody goes super euphoric. We're going to be exiting the market around here, guys, and onwards. So again, eyes on the prize, we're going to be doing the opposite to the retail. Remember, the social sentiment is super down right now. I want to say I appreciate all of you guys who have been staying with me on the journey. If there's anyone new there, please help me out in these times of turmoil by subscribing, guys. Leave me a comment, leave me a like on the video to push it out to more people like-minded like yourself. I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.